Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Verb Circus. My name is Kyle Miller, and I'm here with two great guests here in our third program of the week. I'd like to introduce you once again to Cello. How are you, Cello?
I'm great.
Good, nice. That's the attitude. Are you having fun on the Verb Circus?
I'm having a lot of fun.
Good. She's having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun too. It's a really fun week here. And Asita, how are you? Are you having fun?
Yes, I'm really having fun. I have a blast.
Good. She's having a blast, right? To have a blast, to have a great time. All right, good. I'm having a lot of fun too. Let's take a look at our scores here before we move on. Let's see where they stand. We have Cello here with 180. That's a great score, Cello.
Is it?
Doing a great job. Yeah, 180 after only 2 shows. Great job. And 135, another excellent score.
Thank you.
Great job, Asita, 135. Well, we have to get this show on the road and see how many points they can accumulate today on the Verb Circus. Let's get started. All right, so there we have it, Cello and Asita. Cello, you were telling me before the show that you've done a lot of traveling. You said it's one of your favorite things in life.
Yes, one of my favorite things. I've been traveling around the world for 2 main reasons. One is because I've got lots of friends and I just have to pay for the plane.
Ah, so they let you stay at their houses.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And they treat me very well.
Very nice. It's nice to have good friends.
And the other reason is because I've been working as a translator for Once.
Okay.
So I had to travel a lot. But that was very exciting because when you travel that way, you just know airports and hotels.
Yeah.
So, but anyway.
And the translations with Once, are they from English to Spanish?
Sometimes, yes, and French and
Great.
Spanish to English. No, from English to Spanish, from different languages, I mean.
Yeah, great.
French and Italian.
Wonderful. Languages are a wonderful thing, and that's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
Right, and Athita, also, you speak 3 languages, and you told me that you're going to be moving to Canada soon.
Yes, I'm moving back in August.
Okay, and you say back because you lived there before in Toronto.
Yeah, I used to live in Toronto and now I'm going back.
Okay.
Start a new life, new beginning.
Okay. Good. So you liked Toronto then? You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I like the cold weather. No, I'm
You like the
kidding,
cold weather? Right?
But I have family and
But you're
friends.
Persian. You're Persian and you like the Canadian weather.
Yeah, there are lots of Persians living in Toronto as well. And then I have family and friends, so I'm going back.
In Toronto. Great. Okay, good job, good stuff. Well, let's move on and get things started the way we always do, ladies and gentlemen, by choosing our verb of the day. Here it comes, our verb of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, the verb to cut, like that with the scissors right there. To cut, that's right. Can you conjugate this verb for me, Athita?
Today I cut.
Yes?
Yesterday I cut.
Yeah.
Lately I've cut.
Lately I've cut, yes, cortar. The verb to cut. Every day I cut. Yesterday I cut. Lately I've cut. Más fácil imposible, no? Very easy, isn't it, Cello? Very easy.
Yes, quite easy.
Right. Cut. Exactly. So looking at our uses today, we have cortar. Yes, to cut. So knives. Do you have a lot of knives in your kitchen, Cello?
Yes, quite a lot.
Now you're not. And what do you use your knives for?
To cut things.
To cut things.
To
exactly.
chop things.
To cut and to chop. And what's the problem with a knife? Si no corta bien, if it doesn't cut well, it's because what? It's too what?
I know it, but
Afilado is sharp.
Sharp. And
Sharp is afilado. The opposite of sharp is?
I don't know.
Either one of you? You don't know? Dull.
Dull.
It can either be dull or it can be blunt. Okay? So if a knife is not sharp, you have to get it sharpened. Where you go in Spain, you have the afilador, right?
Yes.
There's people that go around afilador, and they have the little afilador, and they sharpen your knives, right? Okay. Have you ever got your knives sharpened by one of those people, Cello?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have a very sad story about that, but I'm not going to tell it now because it's too long.
Okay. Well, thank you. After the show, I'll ask you about that. Okay. Next, we also have to sever, or divide, or to detach. So ask me, Athita, if I've ever cut my finger.
Have you ever cut your finger?
Yes, unfortunately I have. I've cut my finger. Very painful with a knife, yeah. Cello, ask me if I've ever cut myself shaving.
Have you ever cut yourself shaving?
Yes. Now, what does she want to know?
She wants to know if you have ever cut yourself with shaving.
Shaving, yeah.
Cut yourself shaving.
Exactly. She wants to know if you've ever cut yourself shaving. Yes, I have. Of course, I've cut myself shaving. Painful as well. We also see to lower prices or to reduce or diminish. So do supermarkets often lower their prices? Do they often cut their prices?
Yes, they do. Usually they cut their prices.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Once in a while, exactly. During sales, they cut prices. So to reduce prices, to cut prices. Finally, we see another interesting use, which is to dilute, to add water to something. Cello, have you ever gone to a restaurant that you think maybe has diluted their wine by adding maybe a cheaper wine to it?
And even water.
Or even water to it, yeah, exactly. They dilute their wine sometimes. It's como una trampa, no? They put cheaper wine or even water in with the wine to dilute it, to cut the wine. All right, a lot of uses, very little time, but we have to move on now to round one of our translation challenge. All right, here we are in the translation challenge. You know how this works because it's the same as in the last few shows. It's the same as always. Vas a ver la frase en español y 3 opciones en inglés y tienes que elegir la traducción correcta. Now we're playing for 5 points. Are you ready, ladies?
Yes, we are.
All right, they are ready. Let's hear number 1.
Me corté el dedo con un cuchillo.
Oh, very painful. Ow. A, I cut me the finger with a knife. B, I cut my finger with a fork. And C, I cut my finger with a knife. You have 5 seconds. You got your answer there? Ding. All right, we'll go to Cello first.
Letter C.
She says it's C with confidence. She seems pretty sure about that. Okay, and Asita?
See?
C as well. And at home, hopefully you agree because they're both right. 5 points. C, I cut my finger with a knife. Cello, can you repeat this for us?
I cut my finger with a knife.
Yes. Have you ever cut your finger with a knife, Cello?
Yeah, several times.
Yes. It's very painful, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. All right, so correct. C, at home, remember, I cut my finger with a knife. All right, number 2.
¿Quién cortó la cuerda?
Okay. Option A, who did cut the rope? B, who cut the rope? And C, who cut the cord? Okay. All right, we have 3 tricky little answers there. We'll go to Asita first.
See?
She's going with C, who cut the cord, and Cello,
B.
la cuerda, who cut the rope. Now the correct answer here is in fact B, but I'm also going to give Athita a point. I want to talk to our technical people and make sure Athita gets a point because that could also be correct. The cord is another way of saying rope. Okay, a rope or a cord. So both are correct. 5 points for both of them on that. Who cut the rope? Can you ask me that question again?
Who cut the rope?
Good. Who cut the rope? Again?
Who cut the rope?
Who cut the rope? Okay, good. The answer is B. Who cut the rope? Good. Let's hear number 3.
Han estado recortando precios.
Ah, yes. Okay, option A, they've been cutting prices. B, they're cutting prices. And C, they've been recutting prices. 5 seconds. All right, at home, hopefully you've got the answer at home. Hopefully you're confident with this. Let's see if Cello's got the answer. What have you got for us, Cello?
Letter A.
She's going with A this time. And Athita?
A.
A as well. They've been cutting prices, and that's the right answer. Good job for 5 points. Can you repeat it for us, Asita?
They've been cutting prices.
They've been cutting prices. Yes, and at home? They've been cutting prices. Yes, han estado. They have been cutting prices. Good job. All right, let's hear example number 4.
El piloto paró los motores 30 segundos.
Corto, paró, okay. A, the pilot cut to the engines for 30 seconds. B, the pilot cut the engines for 30 seconds. And C, the pilot cut the engines during 30 seconds. Okay, all right. Now, what have you got for us? Let's go to Asita first.
B.
She says it's B. Can you repeat that for us?
The pilot cut the engines for 30 seconds.
For 30 seconds. Okay, and Cello?
B.
Also B. The pilot cut the engines for 30 seconds. Can you repeat it?
The pilot cut the engines for 30 seconds.
Correct answer. That's good for 5 points. The pilot cut the engines for 30 seconds. So at home, I'd like you to repeat this for me. The pilot cut the engines for 30 seconds. Not during, okay? Not during. During is followed by a period, okay? But he cut the engines for 30 seconds, okay? For a period of time. During, followed by a moment, okay? So here, let's take a look at our scores. We have Cello here with a total of 200 points and Asita with 155 points. 2 very good scores. Great job.
Thank you.
200 to 155. You're very welcome. Let's move on now to our other uses of today's verb. Okay. Here in our other uses, we have something related, a noun, which is a shortcut. A shortcut. What does that mean, Asita? Do you know what that means?
Like there's a way to go to school or to your job, and there's another way. It's a shorter way. So
Yeah,
we say
a shorter
shortcut.
way. Exactly. It's a shorter way to arrive somewhere. Un atajo. A shortcut. A shortcut. So, do you know a lot of shortcuts around Madrid, Cello?
No, not really.
Not really?
Because I don't drive, so I'm always taken for a ride.
Yeah, but still, I mean, getting around the city, it's good to know the quickest way, right?
Yeah, but I leave it to the driver.
Okay, good idea. All right, next we have a shortcut. Next we also have to cut back on. To cut back on, which is basically to reduce your consumption of something. So, Cello, ask me if I should cut back on my coffee. Ask me.
Should you cut back on your coffee?
Yes. What does she want to know?
She wants to know if you should cut back on your coffee.
Yes. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I know that I should. I drink too much coffee. I should cut back on my coffee. I should reduce my consumption. Is it a good idea to cut back on coffee consumption, do you think, Asita?
Yes, I think so. It's much better. You should try tea instead of coffee.
Yeah, I think so. Is there anything, Asita, that you drink too much of, like coffee? Do you drink too much coffee?
No, I drink maybe more tea.
Okay. Are you trying to cut back on your tea?
No, not really.
Right? Tea's not so bad for you, okay. But there's still
I
caffeine.
really like it, so.
Yeah, okay. So to cut back on, to reduce your consumption of something, to cut back on something. All right, very good. It's time to move on now to Translation Challenge number 2. All right, friends, here we are in Translation Challenge number 2. The challenge is the same. You will see the Spanish and 3 options in English, and you have to choose the correct translation in English. What are we waiting for? Let's get started here with example number 1.
Estoy intentando eliminar los productos lácteos de mi dieta.
Yes. Okay. Eliminar. Eliminar. Okay, eso es muy importante. A, I'm trying to cut dairy products out of my diet. B, I'm trying to recut dairy products from my diet. And C, I'm trying to cut milky products out of my diet. 5 seconds. All right. Okay, Cello, have you got your answer there?
I'm not very sure, but I think it's letter E. A.
Letter A.
Sorry.
A for Alicante, right?
Yeah.
Not letter E, but A. Okay.
A.
Okay, and Asita?
A.
A as well. I'm trying to cut dairy products out of my diet. Well, they're both right. Good job. 10 points. Can you repeat that for me, Cello?
I'm trying to cut dairy products out of my diet.
Yes. So remember, we had to cut back on, which is to reduce, but to cut them out is to completely eliminate. So another phrasal verb with cut, okay? Let's hear number 2.
Ellos rebajaron el vino con agua mineral.
Yes, in that restaurant. Right? What a trick. A, they cut the wine by mineral water. B, they cut wine with mineral water. And C, they cut the wine with mineral water. Tricky little difference there. Similar. We'll go to Asita first. What do you think?
C.
C. Can you read it for me?
They cut the wine with mineral water.
Okay. And Cello?
See.
C as well. Can you repeat it?
They cut the wine with mineral water.
With mineral water. And what do you think at home? They cut the wine with. That's correct. That's the right answer. They cut the wine with mineral water. Now, not just wine, but the wine. In this particular restaurant, they cut the wine with mineral water. Does that happen in some restaurants, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so,
Many
yes.
restaurants.
It's a trick, una trampa, yes. They cut the wine with mineral water. Okay, let's move on now to number 3.
Ella se corta las uñas 3 veces por semana.
Okay, all right. A, she cuts her fingernails 3 times per week. B, she cuts the nails 3 times per week. And C, she cuts her fingernails 3 times a week. All right, at home, hopefully you have this one. Hopefully you have this correct. We'll take a look at Cello and see if she's got the right answer.
Letter C.
She's going with C. And Asita?
C.
C as well. Can you read it for us, Asita?
She cuts her fingernails 3 times a week.
Okay, and that is the correct answer. Good job for 10 points. She cuts her fingernails 3 times a week. 3 times a week. Ask me how often I cut my fingernails, Cello.
How often do you cut your fingernails?
Ask me again. Remember, how? Come on. It's like the Indians. How?
How often do you cut your fingernails?
How often? Good. How often do you cut your fingernails? I cut my fingernails, 2 or 3 times a week. Yeah.
A week?
A week, yeah.
No.
They grow quickly.
Wow.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. All right, let's hear number 4.
Si está demasiado espeso, rebájalo con agua.
Okay. Like if you're making a soup, for example, right? Una sopa, por ejemplo. Okay, A, if it's too thickly, cut it with water. B, if it's too thick, cut it with water. And C, if it's too thick, cut it with the water. You have 5 seconds. Ah, yes, intense here. The intensity of it all. We'll go to Asita first. Do you think you have the right one here?
I think so, I don't know.
She seems confident. So she's gone with B. Okay, and Cello, what have you got for us? B as well. Are you sure about that, Cello?
Yes.
She's very sure. Okay, if it's too thick, cut it with water. Can you repeat it, Cello?
If it's too thick, cut it with water.
Okay, now at home, do you trust Cello and Asita? Do you agree with them on this? I hope so, because they're both right for 10 points. If it's too thick, cut it with water. Cut it with water. Good job. Good job at home. All right, so 10 points right there. Good job. Let's take a look at our scores after the second round of the translation challenge. And we have Cello moving up with 240. Fantastic score, Cello. Great job. And 195, another great score.
Wow.
You're both doing very well. 2 very good scores here today on the program. Let's move on now to our expression of the day. Our expression of the day today is to be a cut above. He's a cut above. She's a cut above. It's a cut above. It's like saying premium. Very good. High quality, high class, very good, excellent. So, Cello, would you say that Spanish ham is a cut above most other hams?
Yes, I think so.
So can you give me a sentence? Yes, Kyle, Spanish ham.
Yes, Kyle. Spanish ham is a cut above.
It's a cut above. It's better.
Not for my son-in-law.
No,
He's English and he hates ham.
he hates ham. Really?
Yeah, because he says that it's raw pork.
I love ham. Come on. Yeah, it's a cut above. Okay, so there we go with our expression of the day, a cut above, to be high class, high quality, a cut above. All right, it's time to move on now to my favorite part of the show. What part of the show is it, Asita? The speed round.
The speed round.
Okay, so I need you to say for her, let's go to the speed round.
Let's go to the speed round.
All right, let's do it. Let's go to the speed round.
Go for it.
Exactly. Go for it. It's time for the speed round, the most intense 2 minutes that we have. Remember, it's your turn at home to ask the questions. Vas a ver la respuesta en pantalla. Tienes que formar las preguntas. Asking for the information, pidiendo la información que sale en rojo en pantalla. Also, I'm going to stress the information, as always, in my sentences. Okay, let's get 2 minutes on the clock. And remember, if you make mistakes, aquí por tus errores restamos puntos. You have to be careful. Okay, we've got our 2 minutes, and let's start the clock. They cut the rope at 10 o'clock in the morning. Go. Asita.
What time did they cut the rope?
Okay, repeat, please.
What time did they cut the rope?
What time did they cut the rope? Correct. What time did they cut the rope? Very good. Remember, wait till I say go before pressing the button. Next example. They didn't cut it because it was short enough. Go. Asita again.
Why didn't they cut it?
Repeat, please.
Why didn't they cut it?
Why didn't they cut it? One more time.
Why didn't they cut it?
Yeah, and it's a question. Why didn't they cut it? Very good. Okay, remember, wait till I say go. Next example. I cut myself on the arm. Go. Asita again.
Where did you cut yourself?
One more time.
Where did you cut yourself?
Correct, for 10 points. Where did you cut yourself? Where did you cut yourself? Good. Okay, next example. The director yelled, cut, because she made a mistake. Go. You gotta wait till I say go. Well, I'll give it to you this time, but Asita, go ahead.
Why did the director yell cut?
One more time.
Why did the director yell cut?
Okay, why did the director yell cut? Okay, wait till I say go.
Sorry.
Next example, a key cutting machine is for cutting keys. Go. Good, Cello.
What is a cutting machine made for?
A key cutting machine is for cutting keys. Again? What did you say?
What is a cutting machine? A key machine?
A key cutting machine.
A key cutting machine made for?
What is it made for? Okay, I'm going to give you that. What is it made for? Correct. What is it made for, or what is it for? That's good for 10 points. Next example, the blue one cuts better. Go. Asita.
Which one cuts better?
One more time.
Which one cuts better?
Okay, which one, the blue one, which one cuts better? That's correct for 10 points. Good job. Wow, very fast there, very fast. Whew, let's take a look at our total scores here. After the first 2 minutes of the speed round, we have Cello moving up with 250 points and Asita creeping right up behind with 245.
Yeah.
Wow, so Cello's still in the lead, but only by 5 points now, okay? Moving up, but it's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. We still have 1 more minute. Okay, so let's put up another minute on the clock, and we're going to continue with the same activity. Okay, are you ready, ladies?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, they're ready. Remember, don't hit the button until I say go. Let's start the clock. John's brother got cut from the team. Go. Yes, Cello.
Who got cut from the team? I don't remember.
Yeah, who got cut from the team? That's correct for 10 points. Who got cut from the team? But he didn't repeat it again. Who got cut from the team?
Who got cut from the team?
Good. Who got cut from the team? Very good. Next example. He cut himself shaving. Go. Asita.
How did he cut himself?
Good. Repeat, please.
How did he cut himself?
Good. How did he cut himself? How did he cut himself? Very good. Okay, next example. They cut the beer with soda water. Go. Cello. They cut the beer with soda water.
How do they cut the beer?
I'm afraid not. Now, I emphasize soda water. So pass, -10. Pass or play, Atita.
Play.
Okay, hit it quickly.
What did they cut the beer with?
What did they cut the beer with? Good, that's good for 10 points. Correct answer. So 10 points there at the end for Asita. Good job. Remember, I said they cut it with soda water. So we what? The question has to be with what? Okay? Okay, good job. Very intense last few minutes there. Let's take a look at our scores at the end of our program today and see where they stand here with our total scores. Let's see how they're doing. We have Cello. Let's see if we get those scores up. We have Cello with a total of 250, and Asita moving ahead a little bit with a score of 265. Wow, great job today. You're catching the trick there of the speed round, but it's not over yet. It's only our third program. You've both done a great job. Thanks for participating. Thanks for doing such a great job today. And thanks to you for watching. And I want to remind you to take a look at our website. Right here, aprendeinglés.com. Podéis volver a concursar con las mismas preguntas del programa de hoy a través de nuestra página web. Lots of great contents right there. I have some prizes, a few gifts for our contestants, as always. I'm going to give those to them right now. All right, great job, eh? Great job moving up with those questions. Great job. Our contestants today will take home Volume 3 of the Verb Circus in MP3 format. This is courtesy of our friends at Vaughan Radio. You can get your copy today at vaughantienda.com. This is 20 programs of the Verb Circus in MP3 format. There you go, Cello. Congratulations. You're very welcome. And for you, great job. Congratulations. And thanks to you for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Verb Circus. All right.